Hi, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. It has been some while since I last played that. That looks weird. I'm going on the step. Okay. And we just finished day 1 and we're ready to go to bed. He says, see you in the morning. And is waiting for me outside. And if I'm going out again? Nope, he said bye. Over there now. I can't knock on the other doors. Okay. Whatever. I want to close the door behind me. And did I miss anything in here? That... have to sleep. What about the fan? Pull the fan on again. Switch must be broken because nothing happens. The end of the room is starting to feel like vaporized urine. Great. What else? Did we do the mirror at all? Mirror hangs over a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. So I didn't do the mirror yet. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You can see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there underneath the soft vapor. Really nothing? Really. All recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking, it was a deluge of world-ending proportions. Wipe the mirror. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror... But you clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you will see there, and you will never unbecome it. Maybe I should touch it first. Make sure there's nothing wrong with my face. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with it. What's wrong? Where to even begin? There's the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. I'm sorry. What about my nose? Bet you are sorry. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. And it doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. At least my tongue is okay. It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers. Wipe the mirror. Behold. That's me. Bloated red nose, like a real drunkard. You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Of course I do. Is it some kind of superstar? I think I'm a superstar. It appears you're also dead. There's clearly a rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? I think it might be because I'm a superstar. Please stop, it's horrible, you're scaring yourself. No, this is what superstars do, I keep making the face. You can't, can you? It's not like it's even voluntary anymore. You've worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? Something suggested for the ladies. Indescribable. Vaguely sympathetic. There's some charm to it. It's an expression of pain. It's superstardom. You should check yourself for a pulse, superstar. From here it looks like a cadaverous spasm. Check for the pulse. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your head on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive, for now. Oh, very bad chances, okay? Both are white checks, so we may be able to retry it. Let's dig deep into our mind to locate the source of the expression. And we failed. Let's retry that. I want to retry that. Oh no, we have to go through all of that again. That wasn't what I thought through. Good night. Let's redo this. Can we save in the middle of it? No, we can't. Nose, tongue, Y. Superstar. Superstar? Keep making the face. Superstardom. Shake for a pulse. So let's see, we need 13, so we have to roll a 9 or higher. Okay. And do it again. I want to know where that face is coming from, and yes, I'm safe scumming. Like a champ. I won't safe scum everything, but I want to safe scum my face. Yeah, we did it. It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time has passed from the failure of revolution that for a fleeting moment free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way in life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. Forever show you a city that meant only one thing, Guillaume le Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of the disco music in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit, then he made the expression. So I adopted it. Why? Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you, maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now, only the grimace remains. I feel the need to add a clicking sound when I make it. Click, click. The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix because unlike Guillaume le Million, you're a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous. Finger pistols. How long ago was the new? There's a vast ocean of between right now and the expression looking good on you, or anyone, 2 decades if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run around in that time, and it's a different word now. The expression is a relic. Anything else, like who am I? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion? You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that. I guess that's it then. Okay, we gained a thought, but I didn't read it the right time. I now know the origin, so the electrochemistry spell has become easier. Well, not really easy enough. I can't change my clothes now. Let's try for 6. If I don't get it, I won't save scum that. Also, it's a white check. And we failed it. It's too late. Like an image on the film, the expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it. Let the mirror be for now. Can we? Can't we? Oh, I have to do that? A white morning complete. Ooh. This picture is a different one every time. Interesting. And the little guy gets smaller and smaller as you rise above the dollhouse world. You see him out in the snow, on the streets, in the shop on the corner, and finally in a matchbox house. Sitting by the window, white flowers on the windowsill. You can smell them from up here. It's awful. A white morning, a modern death, divorce or something similar. All you can do is put more distance between you and him, make him smaller, make him less you. I get plus 20% zoom out distance, and all mod learning caps are raised by 1. So white morning is a thing that I don't need, but I got Guillaume le Million. If I have my head in the clouds, I'll gain -1 logic for while I'm thinking about it. Whatever happened to Guillaume Le Mignon, who, with his amber mane and sparkling teeth, beguiled the tattered remains of the nation? While he suffered and suffered, did he dematerialize in a cloud of cocaine dust, or did he simply stand in the corner and melt into the slendering new lines of some starlit board de nuit? 20 years ago. Spare thought for his great ass too. Oh wait, maybe he became police officer in Ravishore West. Unlock a new slot. Or forget about White Morning. I can either unlock a new slot or forget about White Morning. White Morning doesn't help me at all. It's not something I need, so forget. Confirm. White Morning is done here. Okay. There's so much stuff. Finger pistols. I may learn the finger pistols from this. I will be starting to internalize this. I'm a little far from the next skill point. Okay. We're done with the mirror. Let's go over here. I should stop safe scumming. The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful. Crawl in. Will we get like... The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. Do we get a conversation with our brain again? And then sleep doesn't come. Why? Maybe it's the bed's fault. Check the pillow. The synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Check the blanket. It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily. Roll over to the other side. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Who killed him? Who? Something to do with? What was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brainwaves. No more thoughts? Fall asleep now. Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming. Oh, we're having a dream, and in the dream we are going. Can we quick save? Yes, we can. We're going to. Oh, let's look down here. I didn't have tab. Okay. Oh, it's disco here. Yep, disco's going on, and it's me up there. Nothing over here. Okay, let's go to the me disco. Me, the Harry.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
You're sounding exactly like my reptilian brain. I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
You're
as
not
everyone.
kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me, do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Isolas on the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people, and you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I've seen you before.
No, you haven't. You're just sleep-talking, and the act is wearing thin, too. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
Something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad. This dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Okay, get the clothes on and work in the shit factory. I assume that was the dream? Or do we get a more weird dream? Nope, we're just waking up the next day. Did my thoughts get processed in the night? Nope. Okay. Oh, directly? Electrochemistry. Good going, birdie. Is that how it's going to be now when I close my eyes? Yes. Wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night. What chick? You don't know? Some broad that messed you up? It'll come to you, it always does. What the hell is going on with me? You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. Why is this happening? It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself. Wait, what is speed? Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? You got up from this floor because of a holy vow you made 16 years ago with me. To wake up exactly 7:30 every morning until the day you die. Don't be silly. There was no war. You were high on speed. That was the only reason you got up. You can't detect without it. It's that simple. No, I can take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed. Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically a week? Let's be honest. 2 weeks, maybe 3, you won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. Or will be fired. That's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead. And I will not be fired. I'm opting out. Suit yourself, slow sad Sherman. See how you do without your spark. Not bad apparently. Not bad at all. Nothing more here. Can I go here? Door doesn't work. I can go on my own, or I can knock on his door. Him? Nope, he's not interested. He'll be down. He'll be having a breakfast, or he'll be up on the balcony. But he said he does only smoke once a day, so he might not be up. Oh, that's new. That's the union guys over there. Okay, Brent wants to talk. Then let's do the talking.
Morning.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muzzle turned up. He points to the mess hall doors. They look rowdy. We should talk to them. What do you mean by rowdy? I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the union, these men here. Men who drink beer for breakfast? There's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys who are responsible for said policing. I think it's them. Why do we need to talk to them? Everything points to the dock workers union, the tracks in the mud, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information, which may of course all be wrong, but we still need to talk to them. It won't be easy. Are these the men God told us about yesterday? I completely forgot. He looks at his notes. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. We gained experience because we completed the task. He crosses something out. One less to worry about, and one big problem. Why are you pointing me here? Whatever. And one big problem to replace it with. There's so many of them, maybe we should call in reinforcements. That would just escalate tensions, no captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RTM and the Debardeurs Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war, so let's keep a cool head. Okay, let's roll. One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately, we can walk right past them, continue with our business. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder? There's no hurry to leave, they think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me. Originally I wanted to start by doing the other stuff. That's new here. Tomatoes are okay. I think it was here yesterday. A few more to set. Nope. I'm checking everybody for new dialogue. The gardener is now here. Yeah. We thought it was one of their guards.
Just a moment.
The old woman turns back to the cafeteria
And there's
manager.
no public phones nearby.
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, Mum.
It's fine. I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Sorry, ma'am, I didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. Tell me how I might make it up to you.
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast, and Gary's phone is dead too.
What's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
Why did you need to use the phone
To let
anyway?
the young woman who is house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and Gary were supposed to be back on Monday night, but they're still missing and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Okay, I'll buy it. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you
Expeditions?
have more important things to worry about.
He glances out the window towards the bay. About your pin. I hope you were able to pawn that old trinket. She smiles at you earnestly. I decided not to pawn it. You should have it back. Oh, thank you, dear. I confess, I'm glad to see it again. Even the lieutenant seems happy with this turn of events. Now what else, sweetie? Tell me more about Morel. Looks, character, your relationship? Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin. Oh, what does your husband look like? Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's, and his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he is quite gentle. Always a challenge to describe the person you know best on the word. Let's try again. If I were trying to meet him on the street, what would I look for? Oh. Well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even. The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description. One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, just in case. How long have you been married? We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow. How did you two meet? Via a dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he'd just divorced. We hit it off, and well, here we are. She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later. I think I have all the information I need. Let's move on. So your husband is some kind of scientist? Oh yes, a zoologist and a cryptozoologist to be more precise. What's cryptozoology? A pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends. The lieutenant sounds unimpressed. That's one opinion, yes, and people are entitled to their opinions. My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby. It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species, called cryptids, is difficult and often thankless, and frankly many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research. She has completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own. Ooh. What is this expedition your husband was on? Just some fieldwork, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant, Gary, are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast, across the waterlock, to set a few traps. He said they would be back on Monday. What could be keeping them? The waterlock. That was broken. Could this be? Wait, who's this Gary person? Do you trust him? Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day. The waterlock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there. Oh my, what happened to the waterlock? You may not believe it, but it looks like some maniac crashed his motor carriage into it. Oh, sweetie. If it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you both. You're welcome, ma'am. I had to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband. This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect. Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation. And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the whirligig. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the waterlock's been repaired, and it's cold out there. If I see him, I'll let him know where you're here, when or if I get there. We get the task. Tell me more about this rare insect your husband is looking for. Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating, but I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae. No, I want to hear about the insect. Well, it's a phasmid technically, but... yes, Phasmatodea, a diverse group of insects whose bodies resemble twigs, leaves, that sort of thing. Ghost insects, colloquially. Oh, these things. Okay. Oh yeah, here comes the interesting. Where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaf, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulian coast. Hence its name, the Insulian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers. I knew it. We're gonna be chasing made-up insects with cryptozoologists. It's not made-up, officer, I can assure you. It's simply elusive, so much that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all. What makes you think the phasmid is around here? Well, some teenagers making it out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in the local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping. So a newspaper clipping is all the evidence you have. Of course, most phasmid sightings turned out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insulian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at. So is it dangerous? Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully? Is it valuable? Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie. Does it have cool powers? Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it stayed hidden all these years. Centuries, even. Okay, what's so special about this stick bug then? Oh dear, I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special. Morel can explain it all much better. I wish I could hear him describe it, then you'd understand, I'm sure. That's all for now, ma'am. And we did complete the Kingdom of Conscience. Ooh, that's a weird one. The Kingdom of Conscience. Wait, is it parts of the same painting always? Interesting. The Kingdom of Conscience will be exactly as it is now. Morals don't really have beliefs. Sometimes they stumble on one, like on a child's toy left on a carpet. The toy must be put away immediately, and the child reprimanded. Centrism isn't change, not even incremental change. It is control over yourself and the world, exercises. Look up at the sky and the dark shapes of the coalition airships hanging there. Ask yourself, is there something sinister in moralism? And then answer no, God is in heaven, everything is normal on earth. moralist dialogue option here, one morale, and we increase the learning caps for volition and logic. Okay, volition and logic are those. Ooh, volition has a huge learning cap now. Okay. Oh, we got a new quest. Oh, they are sorted by day. Good to know. So we might run out of them. How far are we? Still a good way from leveling up.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Oh, she's now less worried about her husband, so I have an even higher chance. So I have a 6 and I need an 11, so I have to roll a 5. And we succeed. There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask. Helena, I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you have studied. Could you just tell me about a couple of them? Oh, I'd be delighted, truth be told. I could really use the company too. The lieutenant throws you one of his looks. One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza. Cryptid extravaganza, I like the sound of that. And I don't. Just one. Or he'll be disappointed in you. Whoa, tough choice here. The biggest, the tiniest, the most dangerous, the invisible. Is that a cryptid on this pen you gave me? Yes, it's the kind of green ape, half war story, half undiscovered species in the genus Homo. War story? Yes, it was reported by soldiers in Tiananmen during the war. The kind green ape would visit bunkers during the night, healing wounded soldiers with its saliva. With its saliva? Yes, it has amazing healing qualities. Some soldiers reported growing back limbs, regaining their sight. There was something about an undiscovered subspecies of man? Indeed there is. It's our closest relative among the cryptids. Some taxonomic family, different genus. Which is to say, the green ape is a species with which we share a common ancestor and that even evolve parallel to our own, just like our partners. I'm pretty sure Kim is the same species as us. To suggest otherwise is stupid. Oh no, I didn't mean to imply that zeolites are inferior to us. In many ways, you're superior. For example, your earwigs doesn't have a foul odor like ours does. A tremendous evolutionary advantage, I'm sure, but perhaps we've had enough speculative biology for today. But what about invisible cryptids? Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid. Right, okay, we can move on for now. One cryptid per day. Let's hear about the other ones the next days. Do you have something here to say?
Can I help you?
Okay, once I have 5 more bucks. That guy is over here. Could we talk to him before? I'm not quite sure. Oh, that was that guy. Yeah, I remember now. Okay.
Let me handle this.
The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice. I just wanted to know more about the place before I check it out. That's normal.
Yes, extremely normal. I'm not a gardener, by the way. I'm a legal counselor for the Dog Workers Union. So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy. You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does.
He points to the man on her right. That one.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming, nothing official. The district of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her. Why are you so aggressive? Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers. Just dock workers? Do dock workers spy on the police? We let you off easy, miss. Don't think it will happen again. Listen, you moral intern lackeys, you're a mob enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revical. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards. Fuck yeah! The tall broad-shoulders man takes a sip of his beer. So, ask what you came to ask, or get back to your comrades. Okay. I can commentate on the dock workers union. Don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's ask. No. Yeah, let's do that. Let's ask those questions. What's your role in all this? Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems? What are you going to do to me? Your attendant is not satisfied with the approach. What are we going to do to you? She starts laughing. It's a cold laughter, devoid of joy. The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate, it's a labor organization. Humph! A great humph from the table. Goddamn right it is! Okay. If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people, but we digress. What if I want to talk to you, not Titus? What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you're a no one. I should talk to Titus then. And I can talk to Titus if I so want to. But I would like to take a look at the corpse first, trying out the ammonia she gave me. I already asked her last time whether... Oh, great. Could it be the Coda Mama d'Aqua? No, it's probably just your imagination ringing in your ear. Listen more closely. There seems to be an extremely high-pitched ring, ultrasonic. Lena said this was very high-pitched, right? It's like something tickles your ear. Listen more closely. There it is again, you are about to rediscover a long-lost species. Must be very close, maybe, just maybe it will come toward you. Wait, Kim, do you hear a high-pitched noise? No, I don't hear the Coda Mama d'Aqua, and neither do you. Of course he doesn't. He's deaf. Move your heads towards the sound. Oh no, the sound, it's moving away, somewhere over there. Go after it. No, too late, it's gone. There's no ringing anymore, just the sound of the street. No, come back, please, listen more. Keep your eyes peeled then. If the species really has migrated to Martinez, you're sure to hear it again. And think about the Coda Marquois. I can listen to that, and it will probably do nothing because they don't exist. Have I talked to the fence already? This is the point of departure of the vehicle that crashed into the Samaran Butter sign. That's possible. A similar reckless abandon seems to be in evidence. There's someone smoking on the roof. Wait. How did you get on the roof? There are windows you can exit through. I think we have to try to get to the roof then. But what I am here for is the man. I want to try that. And I'm not safe scumming that if my chance is that low. Yeah. I've waited a day, which gives me a +1, and I have ammonia. Let's try it without throwing up. The best sound of all sounds in this game. The ammonia only made it worse. The combination forces tears out your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears. The ammonia didn't help at all. Nor does the wind right now. The wind is reassuring, like a crenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat. The weight. Oh, he patted on my back. I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You're facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder. Why can't I keep it in if I've been a cop all my life? I've seen captains puke their gutters. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate, throw up, initial autopsy, throw up, bag it. He pats on your back again. Then drive to the station, maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough. You seem to be fine. I think I've lost my sense of smell. A white lie. Not being hungover helps too. Can't we do something else? I think I want to solve something else right now. That's probably a good idea. Clear your heads, but before we can do that, he withdraws his hand from your back and looks you in the eye. You need to get your shit together. Okay. Volumetric shit compressor. We should go talk to Lorcas, then find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now. You've received the thought. Oh, this was the first thought I was supposed to gain. Give it half an hour, get yourself together, then come back and have another go. Okay. Equip and complete the volumetric shit compressor thought. We don't have enough points. But the volumetric shit compressor. Your shit is apart and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that. Together, compressed in a small area. To achieve a solid level of shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the two hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people, maybe that will help. Okay, let's try to get my shit together then. But we need skill points first. So let's talk to Titus then to get some, in order to get some skill points, hopefully. Oh, I should have done that much sooner. That seems to be more useful thought than the White Morning was. And the Kodomar Darkwa is. That's also pretty bullshit. Okay. Let's see. We'll talk to Titus in the next episode. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day.